Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, before I ask my question, I just realized from the wall clock that it's 14th of May today, and it's been 28 years since the communist species activity happened in these very chambers. And I thank the Honourable Prime Minister, Honourable Warangam Bainimarama, for correcting the mistakes of the past and allowing us the privilege of being in this House again after 28 years. Thank you very much, Honourable Prime Minister. My question, Madam Speaker, is to the Honourable Minister for Industry, Trade and Tourism. And my question is, can the Minister inform this House what is the contribution of the Department of Co-operatives and Small Business Enterprises in Fiji? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. The Minister for Industry, Trade and Tourism.
Madam Speaker, I rise to answer the question number 94 of 2015 raised by the Honourable Sudhakar, and I thank him for the question. Madam Speaker, one of the objectives of my ministry is to improve the livelihoods of the grassroots communities through the formation of cooperatives and encouragement of micro and small enterprises. As I've said before in this House, Madam Speaker, the micro and small medium enterprises contribute approximately 12% to our GDP, which amounts to roughly $800 million odd. The development of the grassroots communities has been one of the core issues of the Bainimarama government policies, Madam Speaker. We want to build a strong and resilient economy that is able to sustain external shocks. Most importantly, it's about enabling our grassroots to have a sustainable livelihood and a better standard of living, Madam Speaker. The cooperatives model of doing business is one that is feasible at the community level, as it allows for pooling of resources. And this is where a community works as a team to achieve one goal, Madam Speaker, and which is maintaining a livelihood, creating employment, being able to provide for their families, and even specializing in business. Madam Speaker, the Department of Cooperatives Business is part of my ministry, and the department formulates and implements policies that promote and establish and monitor cooperative businesses. The department also undertakes training and upskilling of cooperative members on their roles and responsibilities, and on preparation of accounts and specialized skills training such as beekeeping. The contribution of the department has made towards promoting of micro and small businesses cannot be overemphasized, Madam Speaker. And in the last 68 years, the Department of Cooperative Business has continued to provide the support and assistance in establishing cooperatives throughout the country. Over 2,000 cooperatives have been registered in various different sectors, of which today there are 426 operating cooperatives. Madam Speaker, these 426 operating cooperatives are in sectors such as agriculture, marketing, consumer fishing, tourism, handicrafts, manufacturing, transport, thrift and credit, and carbon trading. The Ministry in 2011, Madam Speaker, began the restructure of the Department of Cooperatives to revitalize the cooperative sector. The focus of reforms was to bring the department's work in line with the overall vision of the Fijian government, to utilize natural resources and establish commercially viable businesses that are able to sustain themselves in the long run, Madam Speaker. Now, Madam Speaker, in the last 4 years, a total of 71 resource-based cooperatives have been registered out of the total 130 new registrations, which has been one of our key focus. A good example, Madam Speaker, of a well-thought-out cooperative business is one known as Faiyaz Cooperative in Ba, which is supplying poultry to a major local producer. This cooperative is actually formed by a church, Madam Speaker. Church group members were facing income problems and unemployment, leading to their membership declining. Now, this group took advantage of the services and advice available through the Department of Cooperatives and the Integrated Human Resource Development Program, and our support did not stop there, Madam Speaker. We went a step further to assist this cooperative by providing funds for electricity connection, which was vital to operate the farm. Today, that very cooperative, Madam Speaker, is earning approximately $7,000 a month and has gone into other businesses such as pineapple farming and cattle farming. And this is also with the assistance of the landowning community in that area. The success of Faiyaz Cooperative in such a short space of time has made it a model cooperative that has encouraged other church members, church groups in Ba, to file for cooperative registration. Furthermore, Madam Speaker, the conducive environment created by the Fijian government and a number of cooperatives have diversified their businesses into other sectors. The department is given a target to facilitate diversification of at least 10 cooperatives each year. For example, there's a particular cooperative called Manavure Cooperative in Savu-Savu that started with handicrafts Fijian virgin coconut oil and noni soap, and they have now ventured into production of honey. Madam Speaker, my ministry works closely with other ministries such as the Ministry of Agriculture and the Ministry of Women and the Ministry of Regional Development in an effort to promote the micro and small medium enterprises. Moreover, we have taken the services, Madam Speaker, to the doorstep of the clients, and in the past 2 years we have increased our outreach in the communities by making our training and education services mobile. Madam Speaker, the Ministry wants to take education in cooperatives to another level, which will enable people to consider a career in cooperative business with the development of the cooperatives colleges of Fiji. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary question, the Honourable Naminawaka.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd also like to thank Honourable Sudharka for reminding us about May 14. I just want to say here, Madam Speaker, 2 days ago, I was euphoric when the Prime Minister tabled that motion to rejoin IPU. But imagine my disappointment yesterday when I was told that the police would stop our meeting around the sewer area. Madam Speaker, my question is this to many years ago, Madam Speaker, we used to have these cooperative shops in just about every village in the country. I mean, that was more than 40 years ago. Most failed, but time has changed. We know more about the economics now, commerce in the villages. Can the ministry reintroduce that concept where every village could have their own cooperative store? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. The Honourable Minister for Industry, Trade and Tourism.
I did mention earlier that anybody and everybody that wishes to establish a cooperative, the cooperative division is there to assist. So if they wish to do so, they can apply. It's as simple as that.
Thank you. Supplementary question, the Honourable Balmendra Singh.
Thank you, Madam. First of all, I'd like to applaud the Honourable Prime Minister for the initiative to revitalize the cooperative sector. My question is, what was the purpose of the restructure in 2011 and what has been achieved from it? Thank you, Madam.
Yeah, thank you. The Honourable Minister.
Lost power. Madam Speaker, the Fijian government in 2011 decided to action the decision of 2009 to restructure the Department of Cooperatives and provide measures and initiatives to revitalize the cooperative sector. The cooperative movements were very successful in the 1970s, I understand, and in the 1980s, for which I think there's a few members that are quite aware of this. And however, and congratulations to you, by the way. And however, in the 1990s and up to 2008, there was a notable decline in the number of functioning cooperatives. And in 2008, there were only 366 odd functioning cooperatives. And the government in 2009, Madam Speaker, decided that it was important to breathe some life into the area, into the cooperative sector, and also look at the manner in which the department was functioning. Hence, they decided to streamline the actual operation and to make it more effective and efficient. With the restructure process completed, Madam Speaker, the number of officers was reduced from 15 to 6, and hence the stretch of the limited resources was minimized. And furthermore, the significant amount of resources were channeled into the cooperatives colleges in Fiji in terms of refurbishing the buildings and bringing in the training resources. The result was that we had a leaner and simpler structure, making it easier for the department to take the services to the people and increasing the ability of the department to tie in with other key agencies. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary question, the Honourable Moses Imbolikavu.
Madam Speaker. My question to the Honourable Minister, those businesses that have failed, cooperatives that have failed, are there any measures in the Department of Cooperative to revive these businesses? and whether any study has been undertaken to review the economic spin within those areas that will enable them the purchasing power to provide the income for this business to survive. Has any study been done on that?
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Madam Speaker, I'm not sure if there's a study that's been done, but as I say, this government is about encouraging the livelihoods of all people. And if they have fallen by the wayside, they are welcome to reapply, and we are accommodating as usual, as this government is.
Thank you. Since the issue is of importance, we'll allow just one more question from each side of the House. And I'm calling the first two that stood up. And the first one will be the Honourable Sanjit Patel, and followed by the Honourable Vande. The Honourable Sanjit Patel.
Speaker, this question is to the Minister. When will the National Cooperative Federation or the apex body be formed?
Honourable Minister.
We are currently working on the review of the Co-operatives Act, which is from 1996. And the current Act does not clearly define how the National Cooperative Federation should be formed and what role and powers the Federation should have. We do not and will not create a body for the sake of it. Therefore, we are looking at developing a structure, Madam Speaker, that will work well within the Fijian cooperatives movement. And the structure will be embedded in the new Cooperatives Act. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'll give the floor to the Honourable Vande.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. One of the visions of the Ministry of Cooperative is to promote cooperative movement in the country. Last 2 years, we found out that they've been closing cooperative offices in the various divisions. This is something contradictory to their visions. How can they enhance and promote cooperative movement as stated in their vision?
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Thank you.
Madam Speaker, just so I can be specific with this, the trainings that are provided by the cooperatives through the department and through the cooperative college is specifically for cooperative management. We actually give basic bookkeeping for stages 1 and 2, and start your business, the cooperative certificate in basic bookkeeping, and financial literacy training. So they are in readiness for when they are absolutely operational. So the training is ongoing, and it's accessible to all, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.